One of the world's most beloved foods was never carefully invented. It was actually discovered by pure accident. Ancient nomadic herders often stored milk inside pouches made from a slaughtered animal's dried stomach lining. That stomach lining contains a natural enzyme called rennet, though ancient herders had no idea it even existed. Rennet quietly reacts with milk proteins, slowly causing them to clump together into thick, solid curds over time. After a long day of travel, a herder would open the pouch expecting milk, and instead find something completely new. The liquid inside had separated into solid white curds floating inside a thin, watery liquid known as simple whey. Instead of discarding this strange, transformed milk entirely, curious herders eventually decided to actually taste it. What they found was firm, tangy, and completely unlike anything milk had ever genuinely tasted like before that. By complete accident, ancient people had just invented one of humanity's oldest and most enduring foods, cheese. For centuries, this remained a story passed down through oral tradition, impossible to verify through hard evidence. Then, in 2012, scientists finally found solid physical proof supporting this ancient cheese-making legend. Archaeologists working in Poland uncovered ancient pottery fragments riddled with small, deliberately drilled holes. Chemical residue analysis confirmed these pierced pots had been used specifically to separate curds from whey. Those ancient cheese strainers dated back roughly 7,500 years, making them staggeringly old artifacts. This proved humans were deliberately manufacturing cheese thousands of years before anyone wrote a single word. But an even stranger discovery was still waiting, buried deep inside a sealed ancient Egyptian pharaoh's tomb. In 2018, researchers analyzed a solid white substance found sealed inside a broken ancient Egyptian jar. That substance turned out to be actual solid cheese, carefully made from a mixture of both cow and goat's milk. It was dated to roughly 1,300 years before the Common Era, making it the oldest solid cheese ever found. But this ancient cheese carried a dangerous secret that nearly went completely unnoticed by modern researchers. Scientists detected genetic traces of brucella, a serious bacterial infection still genuinely dangerous to humans today. That means whoever originally sealed this cheese may have unknowingly preserved a genuinely lethal ancient pathogen. Anyone who tasted that particular batch thousands of years ago risked serious illness without ever understanding why. Cheese making eventually spread widely, becoming essential to soldiers, sailors, and travelers across many empires. Roman armies specifically carried hard cheese as standard rations during long, grueling military campaigns abroad. Unlike fresh milk, cheese could survive weeks of travel without any refrigeration or modern preservation methods. This portability quietly transformed cheese from an accidental discovery into a genuine strategic military resource. The exact biochemical reaction behind all of this remained a complete mystery for thousands of years afterward. Scientists eventually identified the specific enzyme responsible, called chymosin, hiding inside young animal stomachs. Chymosin works by cutting one very specific protein, causing milk to solidify almost instantly once fully activated. For most of history, cheesemakers relied entirely on animal stomach linings to naturally extract this key enzyme. Traditional rennet still comes primarily from the stomach lining of very young calves, lambs, or goats, even today. Modern science has since developed synthetic and microbial versions, though traditional rennet remains widely used. So the exact accidental mechanism from thousands of years ago still quietly powers much of cheese production today. Today, more than 1,800 distinct types of cheese exist worldwide, all tracing back to one single accident. Every wheel of cheddar, every wedge of brie, ultimately descends from milk accidentally transformed inside a stomach. No laboratory, no careful experimentation, just a lucky accident involving storage, biology, and simple human curiosity. The next time you enjoy a slice of cheese, Remember, it began as a mistake nobody ever expected to actually work. An ancient traveler opened a pouch expecting spoiled milk, and instead found the foundation of a global industry. That single accidental discovery eventually built an industry worth many tens of billions of dollars worldwide. From nomadic herders to Roman soldiers to modern cheese shops, one biochemical accident quietly shaped human history. If you made it this far, you now understand exactly how a simple accident created one of the world's favorite foods. Subscribe to Food History Uncovered to keep uncovering the strange, accidental origins of the food you love most.